It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics. And the Golden State Warriors control the tip. Got it to go. And the foul. Get off the tracks. The train's coming through.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
DeMarcus Cousins trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw up and good. A three-point play right at the start, and it's 3-0. Irving with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Beyond the arc for three. Off the iron. No good. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
And Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there. Celtics have it.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
To Curry. Has a look. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Kyrie across the timeline. 8-2 our score. To Marcus Morris. Nothing going here on that drive. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Down 6. Baseline drive. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play. And the lead is down to 3. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Irving brings the ball up court from long range. Well, he missed his first 3 shots, but he gets that one to go down, and it's a 3.
Well, when you fall down, you always get back up. That's the mindset of good shooters.
And scores, plus the foul. Al Horford taking it to the basket. And now with a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Curry, not that time. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Al Horford at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's struggled so far. Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. The lead is up to 5. Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Curry with the ball. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Green. Marcus Morris pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot. You've got to body up Livingston. Hits the 3.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
To Marcus Morris. Tatum. Not easy.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Curry into the front court. Right now, down 7. Ruling is there was intent. It's an intentional foul.
Wow, maybe a design disruption right there. Or probably just an accident.
Irving. Kyrie Irving. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Irving into the front court. Lead stands at 10. For 3, it's good. Defense has to pick things up. Steve Kerr gonna call a timeout. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. Here's Curry with it up top. His guys trail by 13. Boston with the basketball. Tough make through traffic.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Thompson. Marcus Morris the rebound. To Irving. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. He misses. To Green. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Here's Irving into the front court. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Curry into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. Kevin Durant, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
The defense is doing such a good job of denying him the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
To Marcus Smart. Baseline drive. And scores on the Euro step.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
for three. It's no good. Shot's not going down. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Steph Curry sends it away. We played one here at TD Garden with the Celtics on top. Jay and I back with Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Celtics have it. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Off the mark. Surprised he took that one. The follow won't go either. Nothing going here on that drive. To Rozier. Going to launch beyond the arc. Defense all over Rozier. Can't connect. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. And the finish at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Fires the three. That out of his range and no good. To Marcus Smart. Fires the three. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Hayward. Not that time. Slams it home on the putback. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's Cousins with the rebound. Beyond the arc for three. Harsh shot right there. Shot's no good. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Into the game for the Golden State Warriors, number 11, Klay Thompson.
Irving with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. From long range. Off the mark. No good. Cousins. Not sure what that was all about. It's no good.
Oh, yeah, me and you.
To Jaylen Brown. Lays it up and in.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Nominations can be submitted on our team website.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Shaun Livingston.
Number 20, Gordon Hayward.
Brown with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Count it.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance. Not Jaylen Brown. This dude's been putting in the grind every
Kevin Durant. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Runners good.
The assist from number 20, Gordon Hayward.
Durant. Crazy shot that time. No good. To Jaylen Brown. Hayward buries the wide-open three. That's too easy.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Durant. Oh, he hits the three.
It is extremely prevalent right now for three-point shooters because of the skill set at every position is that versatile. Even your 5s and 4s can knock down threes at a high clip.
It's a world of great three-point shooters and great three-point shooting teams. Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Irving. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Cousins. Green. Wide open look, won't go. Kyrie across the timeline. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Cousins to Curry. Has a chance. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Nice pass to set things up and finishes strong.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Number 13, Marcus Morris.
Kevin Durant with the rock. Nice pass to set things up. Marcus Morris able to recover with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Jaylen Brown. Kevin Durant tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Durant. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Contested shot, Marcus Morris can't hit.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Kevin Durant with that shot, he's 5 for 8. Long key from three-quarters court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
And that concludes our halftime report.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Irving. Can't get the bounce.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
DeMarcus Cousins rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Steph Curry, consistent effort. He's at 50%.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Hayward. Over and back. Count the basket at the rim.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Irving. Not getting the bounce.
He was absolutely scoring at will in the first half. But now that the defense has picked up, don't try to do too much. Less is more.
DeMarcus Cousins. Now 4 for 9.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Irving. And they call the foul. Not the breeze there, Jay.
A simple touch foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 11.
Irving. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Curry from the outside, no good. Cashes in for 2.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of them.
Celtics have it. Tatum. And it's Curry who grabs the board. Lets it fly from long range. That's how you defend.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Number 11, Kyrie Irving.
Curry with the basketball. Down by 15. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Short jumper off the mark. To Marcus Smart. Looking for his man. A bad pass there. Warriors have it. Green. Unconventional to say the least. It's no good. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Shot by Thompson, no good. Into the front court, it's Irving. The advantage is 13 points. To Hayward. Throws it up. Oh, stolen by the Warriors. Thompson. Wild shot there. Predictably misses. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Into the game for Boston, number 13, Marcus Morris.
Boston with the basketball. Oh, a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's a foul. Number 2, Golden State Warriors are in the penalty.
To lay it in.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Livingston to bring it up. Trailing by 15. Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
For three. Livingston can't get that one to go. Defense was all over him. Horford to the rim. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. Here's a chance from long range. That's not his range. It's no good. Horford knocked loose. Warriors come up with it. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Kevin Durant has it. For three. Rebound Marcus Morris. Ruling is there was intent. It's an intentional foul.
0, DeMarcus Cousins.
Al Horford at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Durant. That's good D. Shot no good. Missed it. How'd that not go down? 3 quarters down. The Celtics way out in front. The Warriors won the opening tip, so they have it to start the fourth quarter. And they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ballgame, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch, once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound taken by the Warriors. Durant. That is no good. Very curious shot selection right there.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
It's rebounded by the Celtics. Fires the three. Bizarre shot right there. Shot's no good. Aaron Baines, nice.
Ooh, if I had that kind of vertical, I'd be throwing it off the glass and showing out. But the coaching staff is probably okay with the easy lay right there.
Curry, Boston secures the rebound. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Cruises inside for two.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
Irving. Misfires. It's no good.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers him and puts him right on balance every time.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Into the game for Golden State, number 34,
Hayward.
Livingston.
That won't go.
Bad shot, my fault. All the grace you good in the crib.
8 seconds. It's going the other way. Irving. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His guys holding the big lead. Sets him up. A bad pass there. Warriors have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And he finishes at the rim.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Cleans it up. To Marcus Morris. There's the toss. Missed a wide open look. Fires the three. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Irving into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Oh, stolen by the Warriors.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
That's a 5-second violation. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Tosses. Thompson. Tough shot. He hits.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Rozier with it. Looking to make something happen. Right down Broadway for the two. Defender has to pick him up.
When Kyrie Irving went out, we saw Terry Rozier become that guy for the Celtics, hence even getting the name Scary Terry. No doubt about it, he may be a starter eventually, and that may be a conundrum for the Celtics.
Pass to the rim. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Nice pass to set things up.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
No good. DeMarcus Cousins. Huge block. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guy's down big. He gets it.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Easy path to the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Rozier rocking the rim. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on...